So have you appeared for prelims this year also?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now done with the attempts.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, great. Because satisfaction matters a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, right, right. Okay, and Nitish, first of all, I would like to ask you that since your background was, as I can see, it was in BCom honors, right? So
Yes,
why
ma'am.
did you choose PSIR as your optional?
So there were many factors behind me choosing PSIR. Yes, I could have opted for commerce, but I had interest in political science. So that is why that was one prime reason why I chose PSIR. And apart from that, there is a lot of overlapping with the GS syllabus also. So that was another reason. But the main reason was the interest in the subject.
Okay, so you started your preparation in 2019, right?
So I started my full-fledged preparation in June of 2018. That was along with my final year of the college. So from there onwards, I started my preparation.
Okay, and being living in Karol Bagh, you got the advantage.
Yes, ma'am, it could be said because
Yeah.
I did not take any PG or a flat, so I was preparing from home only.
Okay, great, 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 great. So, what was your approach for, UPSC? That how you started your preparation? Initially started with NCRTs or what?
So initially, I started with the basic books plus the newspaper. So when I started my preparation, I first picked up the newspapers and the basic NCRTs of history I picked up, and also polity because I had interest in polity. So that was the starting point, and gradually it built up. And then I started reading advanced books also, like Lakshmikant and Shankar IS for environment. So that was a gradual process. But initially, it was the very basic books that everyone reads.
Okay. So, in case if someone is fresher, what do you think that what should be the ideal strategy for preparation? Because you are quite young as well, right? So you will be able to guide those people in a more detailed manner. So what do you think that what should be the strategy?
So firstly, my advice would be to start early. I also started in my college days only. So that would be first advice, to start early. And second would be to start with the basic books and keep your sources limited. This is a very cliche statement, which I also have learned during the preparation, that keeping your resources limited is always a good option. Then you can build up on those resources and just focus on them. Third would be to never confident throughout the preparations, because there will be moments of ups and lows, but you have to be confident of yourself, and that confidence will sail you through this preparation. So that would be my advice to the newcomers.
Okay. So how did the VNK Academy help you during your preparation?
So I gave the mock interview and the interview guidance program of VNKIS, and the inputs that were provided by the panel members in the VNKIS mock interview board, that were very helpful in my final interview, because they were just picking the very relevant topics, and specifically focusing on my DAF as well as the current affairs issue that I did during my interview preparation, was very helpful in my final interview also.
Okay. Nitish, as you were from PSI, so recently during this attempt, what we have observed that many people who have opted for this PSIR as optional, they have cleared this exam. So what should be the ideal strategy to approach this optional subject?
I think that there is no one ideal strategy. Everyone can have their own strategy. I had my own strategy, and my strategy was that I used to focus on the current affairs topics very much. For example, even in the questions of paper one, that is generally the theory part, I also tried to put some current affairs related issue. And in GS2, paper two of PSIR, it is very much current affairs based. So I try to capitalize on the current affairs part. Second would be in PSIR, I think having a sound knowledge of the theory part helps you immensely, because that part has to be used in paper two also as well as paper one. So if you are able to interlink both the papers in PSIR, and that will help you in the final marks. So that was my approach towards PSIR.
Okay. So your first attempt was in 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what were the loopholes that you were not able to crack the examination in 2019?
So in my first attempt in 2019, I was not able to clear the prelims only. And the major loopholes was that I was not fully prepared. I started, my full-fledged preparation was only for the 2020 attempt. So in 2019, I did not give enough mock test for the prelims. That was one of the major lacunas that I see. And second was that I did not revise much in my first attempt. So ultimately, I could not clear the prelims in my first attempt.
Okay. So, according to you, what is the importance of answer writing? That whether a person should start writing answers from like day one, or they should wait till the result, that the prelims result will come out. Because I've seen many people, at this time they are like, they have given prelims and they are getting good marks, but they are waiting for the result. That when the result will come, we will join some test series. So, according to you, what should be done?
Uh, for answer writing, I believe that writing answers from day one is also not a right strategy, as well as writing answers after clearing prelims is also not a right strategy. So there should be a ideal time, that is once you have finished a considerable amount of syllabus and you have certain knowledge of the content, then you should start answer writing. For example, in my case, I started answer writing from the month of January, February. That is around 4 or 5 months before the prelims exam. So I used to write one or two answers daily initially, and gradually I increased the frequency and the quantity of the answers. And after clearing the prelims, after giving the prelims, not clearing, after giving the prelims from day one, I used to write around 10 to 15 answers daily. So that was my strategy. And yes, answer writing is the most crucial part of this exam, because ultimately you are selected on the basis of your mains marks. So you
True.
have to have good answer writing skills, and that comes only with practice.
Exactly. And because I do also recommend the students the same thing, that at least supposedly you are done with the basic parts, then start writing some answers on a daily basis. And regarding the essay, I always recommend that start writing the essay like after 10 or 15 days, at least write one essay, because
Yes.
this is going to improve the answer writing skills. But many students, they believe the different strategies should be there. Okay. And Nitish, what advice you would like to give the aspirants, that what exactly should be done so that they can clear the exam in the first attempt?
Firstly, I would say that there is no tailor-made strategy to clear this exam. Everyone can devise their own strategy, their own methods, and everyone's journey is very unique. So everyone can reach their destination through different routes. But one thing that should be common, and that is common in all the selected candidates, is that they persistently keep on moving in that direction. Even when they are low, even when they are not able to study very much on one particular day, still they keep on moving. And ultimately, what matters is that you are moving with a positive attitude. That is
Right.
the key that I would like to say to the fellow aspirants. Otherwise, the methods of study, what books to study, that could be a variable. But things that has to be constant is the confidence and the constant persistence.
True. And how many mocks did you give?
Mocks for I gave
Prelims.
yeah, for prelims I gave around 100 to 110 mock papers, because in our time the prelims got delayed. Also, it was scheduled to be in
Right. True.
June. So because of COVID, I was able to give more mock papers. So I gave more than 100 papers.
That is a good amount of exam, papers you have written. And what about the main exams?
Mains also, I gave more than 50, 60 mock papers, full-fledged 20 question mock paper. And apart from that, writing one or two answers daily was also included. So I tried that giving mocks is a very good strategy, what I believe. Uh, in the prelims also, in the mains also, as well as in the interview also. So in the interview phase also, I gave many mocks.
Okay, so that is a great part, that you focused on, like, okay, revising the concepts through mocks, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is a great thing. That is a great thing, exactly. So that was it, Nitish. Thank you so much for joining us, and wish you a very heartiest congratulations to you as well as your family, and all the best for your future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.